Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of DLC Live. It's been a while, and we are now here in the middle of Sleep Month. Today, we're speaking to one of our sponsors, Sleep Bryte, a wonderful company that's doing all things to help improve your sleep. As you know, it really is hard when it comes to mental health, when it comes to reducing that anxiety, because often it comes hand in hand. Often, it a lack of sleep can really be a detrimental effect to anxiety and to overall mental health. So we really need to look at ways how we can improve sleep. And yeah, Sleep Bryte are doing some wonderful things. So if you want to stay around and listen to this interview, please do stay. Hopefully, there was a little bit of a technical issue before. I request for them to join now. So I have sent a request to Sleep Bryte. If you can just accept the request, and hopefully we can get going with the interview. Hope everyone's doing well. Let us know in the chat whereabouts you're from in the world. It'd be great to see. Just leave a flag or maybe your city, and that'd be wonderful to see. Okay, so I can see that I sent the invite to Sleep Bryte, but I still can't see anyone accepting. The wonders of Instagram. Sometimes we have a few technical issues. Um, Hi, Ely. Are you okay?
Yes. Hi, Dean.
Hi. So I can see that you come on your own account, and obviously you representing Sleep Bright. So we can do the interview like this, but yeah, please let everyone know um, who Sleep Bright are, what you guys are doing to help improve sleep, to get the nation or get the world sleeping in a better way.
Well, listen, really honored and pleased to be with you and to share with all your followers. I am a co-founder of a company called Bright, and our Instagram handle is Sleep Bright. And
Fantastic. I'm going to put that into the chat as well, but
absolutely,
for everyone so they can see it. Yeah,
absolutely.
and just give us a little bit of background of how you got into founding the company, and why sleep is important to you guys. Obviously, it's important to everyone, but obviously, you guys have really taken this mental health wellness route that I really love, and
Mhm.
everyone in this community really love from when I was sourcing some of the questions.
Yeah, well, I'd love to share you with all of you my story. My journey really started, 20 years ago, where I experienced something that was really tragic in my personal life. My eldest son, Matthew, was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 4. Um, at the age of 4.5, 5 years old. And it was just a devastating disease to have your son experience something like that. We went through 3 years of treatments to save his life. And unfortunately, when he was 8, he passed away. And, you
Very
know,
sorry to hear that.
oh, absolutely. It was absolutely devastating for us. And you could imagine, everyone goes through life trauma and traumatic events. It was a nightmare for us, and me and my wife and my daughter, Megan, who was left, for us to go through something that traumatic was life changing for us. We had to go through many sleepless nights. You can imagine the stress and anxiety and all the trauma and emotion that we went through for many years.
Mm.
My journey through that, my background's in technology and business. I live in the Silicon Valley, and I have a pretty extensive technology and business background and worked for many years in the Valley in a technology company. But after this happened with our family, I really thought back hard about how I could really make a difference for people, taking my background and to go out there and really kind of change the way people's live and to really help them improve their lives through these different events. And I couldn't go out and cure cancer, like to save my son, things like that. But I was very fortunate to come across this opportunity where a friend of mine came to me, was thinking about this idea of starting a company to really merge sleep science and technology into a way to really help people sleep better. And, I certainly experienced my struggles with falling asleep and anxiety and things. And I really just became fascinated in the way I do. I just dove right into it and learned all about sleep. Being in the Silicon Valley, I was very fortunate to be able to be right next to UC Berkeley and Stanford,
Oh,
these two major
wonderful.
universities.
Yeah, huge
Yeah.
university.
And early on, I was really fortunate to meet a mentor and a sleep expert, and later on a really good friend, Dr. Matthew Walker, who headed the Center for Human Sleep Studies at UC Berkeley. And he was able to share with me his insights on sleep, and over the years became a great mentor for us in our company in developing our company. What he told us was sleep is so foundational for everyone's life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and there was so much opportunity to merge technology and sleep science to really help people. And so that was really the founding kind of mission for us for Bright when we founded this company. What can we do to make a huge difference? And it turns out that the thing that everyone sleeps on every night, your mattress, right? It's this thing that's been out there forever, foam and
Mhm.
springs, old technology. What if we could take the best of the technology, integrate it into a mattress, and truly personalize and just transform people's sleep? And that was the mission of Bright to start, is to really merge that together to personalize sleep and make a huge impact in people's sleep quality. And we really believe everyone's going to sleep this way in the future.
And you said that obviously you had this goal to really improve the fundamentals of sleep by merging technology. What was the first technology steps that you took, and has it advanced from that stage?
Yeah. So, working with folks like Matt, we learned a few key, like, scientific based, ways we sleep that we can really make a difference. First, sleep is incredibly personal. Everyone's body is a little different, everyone's needs are different. And so, being able to take and personalize the needs of people's sleep is a really big opportunity. And technology can really help make that happen. The second thing about sleep is incredibly dynamic. Your needs change throughout the night. This is really miraculous thing that your body does, and it goes through these sleep cycles throughout the night, and your needs change throughout the night. You move and change your positions, and your cycle of your body goes through, and sleep is dynamic, and it changes through the year and now throughout the years. you know your needs change. My needs 10 years ago were very different than I am today, and so as your body changes through the night and through the years, sleep is incredibly dynamic. So what we've done is taken technology and adapted things and made it be able to adjust in real time to your needs. So you sleep throughout the night, you've got pressure points, you've got changes. We're able to adapt and change pressure points in the bed in real time, detect where you're feeling pressure, adjust in real time, and remove wake events that will cause disruptions to your sleep. So the technology inside
So
the bed,
that results in a better quality of sleep, right?
it totally does. Being
Mhm.
able to like personalize your bed, remove wake events throughout the night. And so we have basically 90 different of these air balancers that we can actually adjust underneath your bed. We use technology to adjust and detect pressure points and relieve them. It makes incredible differences in the restorative sleep you get by removing these wake events. And we're seeing these transformative results for our customers. And it's really wonderful to see.
So in our community, it was founded on my anxiety journey. So I used to deal with panic attacks. I overcame that anxiety journey, but there's a lot of people in this community that deal with anxiety. And now we know that when it comes to sleep, the lucky people who manage to fall asleep tend to not be able to have that deep sleep, that restorative sleep. How can this product or your company help anxious people specifically?
Yeah. So, having been there, experienced the sleepless nights and everything, I really believe that there's a tremendous amount of things we can do. And, I would start by saying that, you know, anxiety is something that is, um, a huge struggle for a lot of people.
Mhm.
And there are science-based things you can do, routines you can do on a regular basis to directly really help you address anxiety. And anxiety and sleep are closely tied, as you know. When you're really anxious, it falls into this really vicious cycle. You're anxious, you get poor sleep, the next day you feel fatigued, and then
Yeah.
you actually start to not be able to deal with things, and then you get more anxious, and this negative cycle is terrible. But there are several critical things that you can do, and that experts say has some really great techniques. Um, First thing to think about is timing of the day. It turns out that your body has a natural body clock, and it actually starts to prepare for sleep as early as in the afternoon, and it starts to drive to this place at night where your sleep cycle starts to go and get you to this place where your melatonin rises and you start to get this natural sleep cycle. And what you want to do is to do things, start early by doing things in the afternoon to prepare your body for sleep and not disrupt that. That means not taking late naps. um, that means not exercising too late in the day. And then you start to think through a cycle where you start to think about dinner time and what you actually want to do about being conscious of what you eat. Don't drink alcohol, don't take caffeine, you know, um, and don't drink too much water so you don't have issues at night. And then after you eat, then you really want to think about preparing yourself in a routine that helps you prepare your body to sleep. Um, you know, so
And that's
those
what
are
we call in the mental health world, and I know you guys are very familiar with it. We call that sleep hygiene. And for people who don't know what sleep hygiene is, are you able to just give a little explanation for that as well?
absolutely. So I'm talking about sleep hygiene or regular routines in your life that you could do to really, really enhance your sleep. And so, preparing your body, not taking too early naps, eating the right way and eating earlier and avoiding late meals. And then certainly at night, there's many things you can do in your physical environment to really prepare your body for sleep. Preparing your lighting in your house. So you're actually, certain lighting, you could dim your lights and make warm lights versus, bright blue lights, which
Yeah.
activate your brain and cortisol. And everyone knows about the screen time thing and avoiding screens and blue light from screens at night. And certainly temperature can make a big difference for people too, turning down your temperature as you go to sleep. Um, but those are all environmental things that can prepare your body for sleep.
Mhm.
Um, and then creating an environment around your bed to really make it cozy and make it a great place to sleep. But to answer your question directly, for people who are anxious or express anxiety, there are some very specific things you can do in your routine. Um, Most experts say that breathing is a huge thing that helps you relax your body, lowers your heart rate, focuses and clears your mind. There are breathing techniques that you can look up and see where you can like focus on breathing in, holding it, breathing out, relaxing and holding. Those are all these breathing techniques that really make a difference for lowering your heart rate and clearing your mind. Um, there is a second technique called progressive muscle relaxation, which really helps you. The idea is to tense and then relax your muscles physically. That act of tensing and relaxing really helps you physically relax and clear the mind. And then the third technique is guided visualization, which means you can mentally visualize deep, relaxing imagery and experiences, which really can transport you and clear your mind. All these things kind of help you relax and remove that anxiety in your mind, and to really bring you to a new place. These three techniques, which are standard or known to do, we've taken those three, and here's where technology can really powerfully help. We've integrated these three things into an experience in our bed itself,
I
which is
mean,
called, right? What's
just that statement sounds incredible, doesn't it? If you think about it, like this is why I love you guys. Just that statement that you've found these three key tools and you've integrated it into your product. I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's it's a really thoughtful way, and we're sort of really technology can be an incredibly powerful tool to facilitate and help this experience. We developed something called Bright Waves in our bed. And what it does is it's a multi-sensory experience that integrates audio and physical gentle movement in the bed. And what this allows you to do is you can actually pull up these different experiences, and it's all integrated on your app. I've got my wife's phone right here, and I'll show it to you, which is really great. Um, you can see in the app that this is connected to my bed,
Hmm.
and you can actually see these different experiences that you can select from, different soothing sounds, relaxation, breathing techniques, transportive kind of experiences to take you to different places. And you play this, and the bed actually physically, gently rocks you to sleep,
So
which is pretty
the,
amazing.
the sounds come from the app and the motion comes from the bed. Is that correct?
That's correct. And they're synchronized together.
Hmm.
And so you get this like motion, which helps you do that progressive muscle relaxation, that tensing and relaxing of your muscles, together with this transformative experience where you can listen to sounds of water or have someone helping you focus on your breathing. And so this multi-sensory experience is integrated the breathing, the progressive muscle relaxation, and this guided visualization all into this integrated experience. You know, and what's really great and it's amazing to see is our customers, the majority of them use this every night as part of their routine. It's incredible to see how quickly it helps people fall asleep and relax and really get you in that deeper sleep that really gives you that restorative sleep you need, especially in dealing with people with anxiety.
I was going to say, so the feedback from people with anxiety, what feedback have you heard?
Well, it's been really transformative for many of our customers, which is really great for us to see. You know, we at Bright are really driven to really make this impact on people, um, where you're going to see people fall asleep much faster, people with anxiety being able to relax and be able to calm and make a big difference for them. Um, we actually have this metric called restorative sleep that we actually measure their subjective, how they feel in the morning. How restored do you feel in the morning after your sleep? And we're seeing these breakthrough improvements, anywhere from 28% improvement before and after to up to 90 to 95% improvement in some of the studies we've done, which are really, really just breakthrough and really impactful experiences. And we're seeing this with the feedback we're hearing from our customers and how different they feel. So it is incredibly exciting to see the impact and how technology can be made to really make a difference for people.
Yeah, and that's really, really touches home what you said. The real results in people's anxiety reducing and getting better quality of sleep. Just that alone can really kickstart someone's anxiety journey to recovery because you know how good you feel after a good quality night's sleep. Some people can get the 6 or 7 hours, but they're waking up every few hours, or they're not getting the deep sleep. So I just love that it promotes this just natural balance of going to sleep the natural way. Like you say, it helps enhance it. I've got a great question. If you have a partner, what happens if they don't want to have that experience of the waves? Is there like a way of like individualizing it?
Oh, yeah. So the way the bed works, which is pretty cool, is the bed can be configured for couples or
Okay.
partners. So the left and the right side can have their own entirely different experience. I can set the comfort I exactly want. I want it really plush. My partner wants it really firm. And so
Right.
everything is fully independent. I use my app and my wife uses her app on each side. Yeah, and sometimes we love to share Bright Waves experience. We want to do it together. Sometimes we want to do it differently. In which case, you can just use your phone. You can put your AirPods in or something and just listen to your own experience. So some of our couples customers do use some headphones and things like that to have a unique experience on their side. But each side is fully independent and they can have their own experience.
No, that's wonderful. And are you guys working on a product? Because I just think it's an amazing product that you guys have got for couples, like you say, or singles at home. Have you thought of taking it on the road for people who want to have the same experience if they're maybe not at home?
Well, yeah, it's actually been a big part of our business strategy to make it accessible. Now, listen, our mission is to have everywhere sleep bright. And one of the things we started early on was to start to bring this experience to, the world's best hotels. So
Oh,
we brought it to some incredible properties, the Park Hyatt in New York, the Little Nell in Aspen, across the country. We were in the Four Seasons and some incredible. We are at the Carillon in Miami. So we've had these hotels all over the country where guests can go in, experience this, bright experience. Many of them experience that want to take it home, and now you can kind of sleep everywhere the same because your personal sleep will travel with you. Your settings, how you want to sleep, you can personalize it for you, whether you're on vacation or you're at home. And so it's a really incredible way for our platform to grow, and we're really excited about the hotel partnerships that we have now and also to be announced in the future.
that's wonderful. I just had the thought. I was like, if someone's sleep has improved dramatically because of the experience they've got at home, they would be screaming for that on the road. So yeah, I think that's great that you've partnered up with the hotels. And like you say, I imagine that's just going to grow and grow and grow, which is amazing to see. I do want to ask a question on the mindfulness aspects of the experience that you guys have created. Are you able to just like strip it back to basics, let people know what mindfulness is, how it's useful for promoting sleep, reducing anxiety, and how you guys use it within the app?
Yeah, yeah. So, mindfulness relaxation is a really core part of our experience. And, you know, primarily in our Bright Waves catalog, a library of content, we are trying to develop different types of mindfulness experiences. Many of you are familiar with apps like Calm and things like that that create different libraries of content. We have a similar vision where we will write, customize, and tune different types of mindfulness like experiences where you can listen and there is going to be spoken word where it really helps you focus on um, different parts, different ways to relax, focusing on your body, focusing on certain types of experiences where you can really transport your mind from the anxiety that you're currently experiencing. We think that these mindfulness like audio experiences coupled with the bed experiences really help emphasize and be really impactful ways to really address certain kinds of anxious feelings that people have.
And have you ever had any feedback from people who say, I don't go with the mindfulness side, or I don't use these recorded noises that you guys have got in the library, but they really love just the aspect of the physical waves that the bed does.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some of our users who actually just focus on the silence. They don't turn on, they can optionally turn off the sound.
Okay.
And many of our users just use the physical waves. There's these physical waves that can go transport from the top to the bottom of your body, and it's so hard to describe, but it's just this incredible relaxing wave that goes across your body. It mimics some of the kind of muscle therapy things where you focus on just thinking about your head and then your neck and then your body, then your hips and your legs. And having that physically instantiated in
So
a mattress that helps you
how
facilitate
quickly
it.
does it go? How quickly does it go through each one?
Um, the wave is can be there are certain waves that take about 20 to 30 seconds to cycle through your body and then start again at the top and go through. And so we have the ability in software to change and create different like wave experiences. Really pretty magical and transformative, really, to experience it.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
really it knocks people out. I challenge people to kind of stay awake for very long with it, with it actually turn on
And
because it really just
yeah.
rocks you to sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a form of mindfulness as well, just like you say, progressive muscle relaxation. We know helps people sleep, is fantastic for a sleep regime and hygiene. So just say it's amazing that you guys have been able to incorporate this into the mattress. Now, the number one thing that we haven't mentioned, which everybody wants with a mattress, I guess you mentioned it about the firmness, but yeah, how comfy are these mattresses? I know a lot of people they like the memory foam, for example. Like how would you say your mattress compares to just a standard memory foam mattress? What makes it stand out from that?
Well, it's really funny when we entered with this market, we saw like, there's these variants, but really all comes down to like foam and springs. There's different kinds of foam, like there's memory foam and there's springs, and they all kind of they have these foamy feels and they've got these spring feels, and it's pretty commodity stuff. What we found is that since everyone sleeps so differently, we developed a comfort stack that has these balancers combined with a special foam that allows the feeling to change all the way from really firm to super plush. Everyone's needs are really different. And so we're able to kind of create that variation for anyone, which is really great. We also offer a few different types of comfort layer foams. We've just introduced a pro model called Pro Conform, which has a memory foam like feeling for those who really love the memory foam feel with the balancer technology and combined. Then we
That's
also have a pro model with a really, really nice comfort feel. And we also offer a bright balance product with kind of a broad ranged uh, a foam and the balancers that creates kind of the most generic, really nice kind of broad range feel. So we have different kind of comfort stacks that we offer to our customers for those who really like the memory foam feel versus the more, traditional feel.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. And you mentioned that obviously there's more announcements to be made, but if I was to say to you, where do you see the come? Because I love that you've gone down the wellness space, like you say, and just really helping improve people's physical and mental health. Like you say, I can imagine that it really helps with all the muscle tightening and things that you can get if you're sleeping in the wrong position or things like that. Where do you see Sleep Bright or Bright in a year's time? If we ran this interview in a year's time, what would you like to tell me that you guys have achieved in that year?
Well, we believe we have the world's, greatest smart mattress in the world that's delivering incredible experiences. So we're on this really great growth trajectory where we're bringing it to people's homes. You can go to Bryte.com and order the bed for yourself. You can go to these hotels around the world. We're moving internationally. A year from now, we would love to be able to have, people aware of their choices. There's a lot of choices in mattresses out there, but we believe we have the best product in the world, and we would love to share this with people and really kind of help people transform their lives to better sleep with this mattress. So yeah, we would love to be really aware out there with consumers. They can go and get it and acquire the experience either for their home or they're on vacation, and our mission is just to make this broadly available.
And you guys have been super, super generous for the community, and I will leave that in the caption of this interview that you've able to give us a exclusive discount on your products, which is wonderful. So I'll leave the code in the caption of this once we put it live on Instagram. But yeah, I just want to thank you firstly for coming, talking about not this revolutionary product, but also sharing your own personal story and the heartache and hurt that you've been through. I really appreciate you sharing that with the community. Is there anything that you want to end this interview and say, maybe something that we haven't mentioned or something that you feel like needs to be said?
Well, listen, I'm super privileged and honored to be able to talk to your followers and your community. You know, we really want to make this available as best as possible for anyone who's really interested in getting this great sleep experience. The code we have is, DLCW, which you can use
Fantastic.
that code if you go to Bryte.com. We're going to offer it's a very significant $500 discount off our signature Bright Balance product, or $750 off of our latest Pro and Pro Conform higher end beds. And so these are really exciting, discounts. We want to make this available as much as possible. We, encourage you to follow us online and in social as we continue to grow our company and our business. And, really reach out and see the impact that our customers are having. It's just really exciting to see, and we hope to share that with everyone.
No, that's wonderful. And yeah, I'll obviously tag the company in this. And for everyone who listens to the DLC Wellness podcast, this should be available in the next 7 days as it's Sleep Month. So yeah, firstly, I want to say thank you for supporting the community this month. We really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing a fantastic product onto the market. I think it was really, really needed. And I just love what you guys are doing. And yeah, just continue doing it. And I hope to speak with you guys soon.
Thanks, Dean. Really great to talk with you. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.